The Vortex Indicator is a free TradingView indicator that can tell us when to enter and also when to exit a trade, and in theory is a highly accurate tool. But to confirm this statement, today I'm going to present it to you and also test it on the Forex, crypto, metals and even stock market within different timeframes and assets in an analysis with more than 7,000 trades. My name is ATP and welcome to another episode of the Testing Indicators series. Let's get started. The Vortex Indicator is a technical analysis tool used to identify the direction of trend movements and to assess the strength of bullish or bearish momentum in the market. It consists of two lines, the positive Vortex Indicator or plus VI, the blue line, and the negative Vortex Indicator or minus VI, the pink one. The plus VI measures the upward movement strength while the minus VI assesses the downward movement's intensity. The crossing of these lines gives traders entry signals. When the blue line crosses above the pink one, it means it is a good time to enter a long position, and the opposite is true for short positions. With the default settings, this indicator reacts too quickly to price movements and therefore gives a lot of fake signals. But to smooth it out, traders usually use a length of 40, and it seems that with this change the signals are quite good. But will it maintain its performance over time and in other assets? Let's find out by backtesting it. So, to conduct a proper backtest we need to have first the technical system, second the risk management rules, and third the testing conditions. Regarding this last step, if you have been watching this series, you already know that my testing conditions are always the same to compare the different indicators I test fairly and efficiently. And so I will backtest the Vortex indicator in three different time frames: the 30 minutes, the 1 hour and the daily one. Then on every time frame I will use the data sample from 2022 and 2023 with all the available trading sessions with an efficient and diverse portfolio of assets from different markets, which are Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, three currency pairs, gold, oil, the S&P 500 index and the Apple stock, being the data sources the most used ones. Then I will present you the results of every asset individually and also together, because for every backtest I will create a trading journal with all the trades given by the indicator in the three different time frames. Regarding the second step, the risk management, it will also be the same one I used in the other episodes, using a 2% risk per trade, a stop loss calculated based on 2 times the average to range indicator number, and by using a take profit on the 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio zone. If you'd like to know more about this risk management system, check out the first episode of this series regarding the Andean oscillator. And finally, regarding the technical system, in addition to the Vortex indicator, I will also use a 200 period exponential moving average as a baseline to filter losing signals from the indicator, in a way that I will only consider entry signals from the Vortex that are in the same direction as the trend given by this baseline. And so these are our backtest conditions. Now, the most popular way of backtesting is pretty simple to do. You just need to go back in time and check every signal, taking notes of the outcome. But as you can imagine, this is a highly exhausting process that will take us some weeks or months to perform, especially if you want to do it in a lot of different assets and markets. But if you have watched my last video about backtesting, you already know that I like to use a special tool to backtest indicators in a quick, simple and efficient way. And for that I will add the indicators testing bot to my charts. This is an innovative and unique tool that allows quick testing of indicators, including the Vortex indicator, and that from week to week has new indicators added to its database. In the last episode I had 20 indicators available to test, and now I have 30, including entry trigger indicators and baselines. With this tool I just need to select the indicator I would like to test, and in 1 second I have all the results on my chart. And if you'd like to test it on other data samples with other risk management conditions or even with different settings, you just need to tell the bot what to do, and again in seconds you will have all the updated results on your charts. In a few minutes I will tell you how you can access and use this tool as well. So, after selecting the data sample, the risk management, the Vortex Indicator with a length of 40 and the 200 period exponential moving average with the confirmation function, we are ready to start this big analysis. As you can see, the trading bot not only displays every valid trade on the charts, but also gives me the statistics about each asset I want to backtest down below on the Strategy Tester tab. And because I have the premium TradingView plan, I can download all the trades the bot takes, and that's what I'm going to do to create the trading journals. I will speed up the backtest, but you can slow it down in the YouTube settings. I'll see you in a minute. After inserting all the trades on my trading journal, here I got the results of the Vortex Indicator on the 30-minute time frame, here on the 1-hour one, and next to it on the daily time frame. In the 30-minute one, after more than 4,400 trades, it achieved a win rate of 47.38% and a net loss of 110%. Here you can check the results of every single asset, and by looking at the equity chart, we can verify that in this time frame, the Vortex Indicator in these conditions is not profitable. Then, in the 1-hour time frame, things look a little bit different. After more than 2,800 trades, the Vortex achieved a win rate of about 49.35% and the total net profit close to 140%. Here you can find the average results and trades per year. With a profit factor of 1.05 and an average drawdown of about 23%, the strategy in this time frame got a more consistent equity curve with a max drawdown value of about 65% that happened during February 2023. Again, here you can check the individual results of each asset in this time frame, where the gold and the oil are the most profitable and with some consistency. And finally, on the daily time frame, after 128 trades, the indicator achieved a win rate of 48.44% and a break-even result, which can also be noticed when looking at the equity chart. So overall, this indicator in these conditions proved that it is not very consistent. Nevertheless, it seems that it is a good indicator for trading gold, oil and assets from the stock market. Of course, things can change if we add a volume or a filter indicator to this system, but I remind you that in this series I am just testing different indicators on the same sample and conditions to discover which ones are the best. In our ranking sheet, the Vortex Indicator will be inserted here, which is in my opinion the fairest spot. So the PMO will continue to be our top 1 indicator, which was tested in this video. If you would like to access this ranking sheet Excel, you can do it for free. The link is in the description. On this tab, you can check all my tested trading strategies, and on this one, the ranking from the indicators tested on this series, where you can also find out how you can access this indicator testing bot I showed you during the video. Just click here. Also, if you think you have an indicator that can beat the PMO, you can share it with me in the comments or on my free Discord community, and probably you'll see it in a future episode of this series. So do not forget to subscribe to don't miss anything. For those who'd like to work with me on a special project, from creating custom strategies to carrying out statistical and robustness studies, you can find all my available services on my website algotradepro.org. And that's it. Be well, thank you, and I see you in the next episode.